How would you like to get more patients on autopilot? Now, I know it sounds like a bold promise, but I want to show you 2 ways right here on the whiteboard that can help you do that. Hey, Yuri Elkaim here, CEO of Healthpreneur. We help health and wellness professionals fill and scale their practices by working smarter, not harder. And we're very good at what we do. And we are on a mission to help a lot of people like yourself build great practices, because the better your practice is in terms of its business viability and its impact, the more people you can help, including yourself. So we all want more patients, right? But the challenge is that most practices, at least thousands that we've helped now over the last several years, typically rely on word of mouth and referrals or walk-ins as their source of patients. And listen, that's fine, but it's not a reliable business plan. Like, you can't take that to the bank or an investor and say, hey, here's my business plan. And they're like, that sounds awesome. It's hope and pray. And while it's the cherry on top, you cannot build a solid foundation based on a shaky idea of hope and pray. So what I'd like to share with you here, and just for your understanding, we have a number of what we call profit plays that we walk our clients through and help them install in their businesses. These are essentially systems of attracting and converting prospects into paying patients. I want to share 2 of them with you right here, because I think these are probably the 2 most important ones to have in your business. And just before we get into this, I'm not even talking about activating existing patients or people on your email list. I'm talking about getting people who have never heard of you, who live in your neck of the woods, who would naturally be great fits to come into your practice, to come into your practice because they see you as the go-to authority and potentially celebrity when it comes to a specific pain or desire that they have. So one thing we're going to leverage here. So both of these funnels or these profit plays are going to rely on using Facebook. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I'm not talking about posting something on Facebook and just kind of waiting around and hoping things happen. We're not going to play that game, right? We're serious business owners. We have better things to do with our time. We understand that you have to invest in your business. If you have a clinic, you have equipment, you might have a team, you pay for lease, right? So let's be realistic about what it takes to get patients as well. We should not be expecting patients to come in for free. If they do, that's great. However, we also need to be able to control our marketing. So we're going to be using Facebook, and specifically Facebook ads. Now, if you've never run Facebook ads, don't worry, we can make it very easy for you. If you have run Facebook ads in the past and they've worked, amazing. If they haven't, it doesn't mean Facebook advertising doesn't work, because it does. We have been running Facebook ads now, well, at least I've been in business now for almost 20 years. Since Facebook started, I've been running ads. However, we've been running profitably ads within our client base for the past 4.5 years, every single week. Without a single week have we hit, every single week for the past 4.5 years, we've hit positive ROI on our Facebook ad spend. Anyways, that's just to let you know that we know what we're doing when it comes to Facebook. So how are we going to use Facebook, and what are we going to do here? So the first system we're going to talk about is what I call the shoot video book patient system. This system is the first profit play that we give to our clients who are practitioners who want to get more patients in their business. How this works, it's really simple. You are an expert. You are. I hope you understand that, right? Like, you're very, very good at what you do. And one of the best ways of transferring that knowledge to other people is on video. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with one video where you're going to share 2 to 5 minutes of something that's going to be helpful for your specific audience, like the people that you want to bring into your practice. It might be something around like knee pain or back pain or whatever it is. You're going to shoot a helpful content video. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be like beautifully produced. I'm talking about literally have someone hold an iPhone, or you hold it yourself and talk to the camera on your phone. Or you can do a demonstration of a way to 3 stretches to loosen a tight back, stuff like that. Something really helpful that people can be like, man, that was really cool. I'm searching for a chiropractor. Maybe I should, go see one. Or I'm searching for a dentist. This person knows what they're talking about. That's really helpful, because the reality is that, at least in my life, I have very, very rarely seen proactive marketing by the local practitioners in my area. And I'll tell you this, there's got to be at least 50 health clinics in about a 5-mile radius of my house. And not once have I ever seen any of them proactively reach out to say, hey, you dealing with so-and-so? Here's something that might be helpful. And by the way, if you'd like our help, come into the clinic or give us a call, book a free appointment. So this is the first place we start, is by simply sharing your knowledge on camera, 2 to 5 minutes. We put it up on Facebook. And Facebook is amazing because what we're going to tell Facebook is we're going to say, hey, Facebook, I'm going to give you a couple of dollars a day. And in return, you're going to show this to more people. Because the reality is if you post something on Facebook like this video, no one's going to see it. That's because organic engagement and reach on Facebook is dead. 2% of your followers will see anything you post organically. That's demoralizing and depressing. We're not going to play that game. You've got better things to do with your time. So we're going to tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, I'm going to give you a couple dollars a day, 10, 15, 20 bucks a day to show this video to the people within, let's say, 5 to 10 miles of my clinic. Facebook's going to say, cool, awesome. We're going to take that from you. And as a barter, we're going to show this to more people. And that's how it works. That's how Facebook advertising works. And the beautiful thing is that that's step one, right? Getting the attention of the people in your community, in your vicinity. Step two is, what is the offer you are making them on that video that is going to pull them out of their status quo, what they're doing right now, to pick up the phone or go to a link to book an appointment with you. Now, we call this a new patient offer. There's a very specific way of crafting this offer so that more people say yes to this, especially people who've never heard of you. So that's an important component of this system, and I'm not going to get into it in this video. However, I did want to give you a good understanding, hopefully, of this first way to get more patients coming in automatically. The reason I call this like how to get patients on autopilot is because think of this video as a digital salesperson that is working 24/7 on your behalf. So while you're treating patients, while you're sleeping, while you're having dinner with the kids, this is still working. It's sharing your message, it's sharing your content every single minute of the day. And a percentage of people who see this are going to take you up on your offer, that invitation, if it's compelling enough. So that's the first way. The second way we can do this is something we call the appointment funnel. And the appointment funnel is going to leverage something we call a lead magnet. You may have heard of this before, and if you've never heard of a lead magnet, essentially what it is it's an exchange of content or information for an email / name, email, or phone number, or a combination of the above. So what you're going to do is you might have a resource on top 10 exercises to reduce back pain, right? Maybe it's a little PDF or a resource guide, or maybe it's a video, something like that. They can opt in. They're going to put their name and email in, click a button, and then they're going to receive it via email. Now, this page is extremely important. This is known as the thank you page. And this page is a very, very, very poorly utilized piece of real estate in most businesses. See, what most people do is, let's say you have an opt-in, and then this page is like, thanks so much, check your email, have a nice day. See, the thing you have to realize is that this page right here is the only page that 100% of people who have taken this action are going to see. After this, I'll tell you this, 50% roughly of the people who request this are even going to open it in their email. It's crazy, right? So this is the only time we're going to have 100% of their eyeballs and attention. So here, we need to use this real estate intelligently. So essentially what we're going to do here is on the thank you page, we're going to remind them or thank them for requesting their thing. We're going to let them know that it's coming to their inbox. And in the meantime, we're going to show them how we can better serve them, because we understand that they're not going to solve their back pain, for instance, or their dental issues, or their metabolism issues with a PDF or one video. And essentially what we're going to do here, obviously in a very specific manner, is we're going to invite them to book a call or book an initial appointment with you. Again, that new patient offer we talked about here, we're making the same thing right here. The difference with this funnel is that instead of using a video, we're leading with something a little more tangible, if you will, like a little book, a mini resource, a download, a cheat sheet, a resource guide, maybe it's even a video series. And so the perceived value is a little bit different here, and it's something that can really get people excited And if this is done well, you can get upwards of 60% of people landing on this page, being like, yeah, I want this. So how do we get people to this page? Well, very much like here, we have an ad on Facebook that is going to direct people to this page. And then the right people, again, if it's a really compelling lead magnet, is going to convert about 60% of people, in some cases lower, but it's going to be usually between 30 to 65% in our experience of people will request that. And now you have a very engaged audience of people who are saying, yes, I want this thing. Now here's the key though. You can't just put anything up here, because this I'm about to share with you is the secret to making this funnel work. Like with anything, you might be saying to yourself, Yuri, I've never heard of this before, or Yuri, I've done this stuff like this before, I've seen it before. That's great. We all know we need to do stuff, right? We all know we need to eat well and exercise. There's a very big difference though between actually doing it and not doing it. Here, there's a difference between having a funnel and having a funnel that converts. This is not, I'm not inventing something new here, but I'm sharing with you one of the most effective ways to bring patients in on autopilot when it's done properly. And one of the most important and often overlooked and honestly quite not even understood elements of this is making sure what it is you're offering as your lead magnet is 100% congruent with the eventual offer you're making here to get people into the clinic. Let me give you an example. Let's say you help people with thyroid issues. Now you know someone, for instance, has low thyroid, hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, etc. What might be something really, really enticing for them to want on this page? Now you could give them 10 recipes to improve thyroid function. You could do that. But what if we did something like this? In fact, this is one of the lead magnets that we give our clients called the Thyroid Blood Test Handbook. And it might be something along the lines of this. Hey, if you've recently had your thyroid blood tested and you want to make sense of what the numbers mean, I think you'll enjoy this. And inside they get the exact, like the breakdowns of 9 of the most important markers for TSH, T3, T4, etc. And what that does is if somebody requests that, we know that they've recently had blood work done for their thyroid. We know they have thyroid issues. And now on this page, we know that they're more likely to be responsive to, hey, if you'd like us to have a deeper look at what's happening here, then be sure to book in an appointment. Versus something that might be, 10 ways to improve your vitality. And then here it's like, hey, need help with your thyroid? Again, it's like, well, dude, like, what are you talking about? It's too disconnected. So it's very, very important to have this congruence. Very, very important to have this congruence. Otherwise, this entire thing breaks down. And this is one of the things that, we're the best in the business at doing, is really helping practitioners, perhaps like yourself, who are amazing at your craft, but maybe not so much on the marketing and business side. Listen, I've been doing this for 20 years. We've helped thousands of practitioners. I've built 2 multiple 7-figure businesses, helping almost 1 million people now, okay? And I've done everything. New York Times best-selling books, big launches, summits, everything you can imagine, okay? Everything online as well as offline. And I'll tell you this, the devil is in the details. And if you'd like to know how we can maybe help you install this in your business, then we have something called a practice growth session, which is a consult where we can help you really figure out what's happening in your business right now. Where are you stuck? Where do you want to go? And what might be the best game plan for you to install in your business? Again, this is just 2 of many profit plays and different systems that we help our clients install into their practice depending on what they're looking for. So if that's of interest to you, there should be a link around this video. Go ahead and click that now. It'll take you over to a page where we're just asking you a couple questions about your business, and then you can book in a time to speak with one of our practice growth specialists who will walk you through how this might look in your business. Either way, I want to thank you so much for your time. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up or a share. And most importantly is take this to heart. Learn something here, hopefully you have, and you can put it into practice in some way, shape, or form. And again, if you'd like our help, we would certainly be delighted to have a conversation with you about what that might look like. Thank you once again for your time. Yuri Elkaim here signing off. I'll see you soon.